Kind of upset because I'm pulling some cards and getting mixed messages. And I'm not surprised about America being Luciferian and doing trafficking and rituals. But there's mixed messages in those four cards. It's like three messages. Just take a look at it for yourself and see what you get. Now, these were the cards that came out. Romello, like the guy who randomly out the blue came to me telling me information about myself that was at least 3 years old. He got on the TriMet train and said that he said, "Hello, young lady." He said that the reason he spoke to me first is because he knew I would not speak to him because I had told him that I usually wouldn't have spoken to you, and then he said he knows. That's why he said it first when he got on the train. But he told me his name was Romello. 2 stops after I left from Willow Creek Transit Center in Beaverton, Oregon. He got on around 170th Avenue or something like that. He was coming in to kill me, I believe. But because of a dream I had before meeting him. So, anyways, it says, but he showed me an ID that he had that said Darnell Ross, but I'm not sure if it was a fake ID or not. But anyways, it said it's the cards say that's the reason why I wrote Romello for some odd reason. But these cards came out in this order: Romello, traitor, CPS social caseworker, pedophilia, addict. I'm taking that he's a pedophile and he's addicted to pedophilia, and also he's the traitor who most likely has something to do with setting me up to have my son taken by sending those other two black men in, and the Hispanic looking woman with the long dark hair, who most likely was the woman who was listening in the background in the car of the two men that were upset trying to get me into their car to take me to the hospital. And later on that evening, they were harassing me back in the house. I mean, in the apartment complex, and it sounded like someone was in my apartment shaking the door to make me feel crazy. So I never went back into the house. So what I did was go outside, and then his big black ass most likely sent these two men. Because as soon as I went out there, it was snowing. I slipped and fell, but I did not hit my head. I held my son up because he was in my arms. So they asked me if I hit my head and if I were okay. And the only way they would know that at the timing that they came around the corner at the Denny's across the street from the apartments where I live at, they had to have been watching me. And they had that same white stuff in the back seat on the towel, which is what made me not get in their car, because I was like, wait a second, how's that same stuff on the towel in their back seat, all over their back seat? And it was what was thrown on my stroller, on my son's stroller at Denny's earlier that evening before. And there was some people out there gang stalking. One man gave me a sweater or a jacket and he started crying, but they kept giving me jackets that were wet, so I removed them. And one lady was walking from the hospital with shit, like she got up out of the hospital and just started walking out with shit all plugged up in her and stuff, like IVs or something. And she said she was on her way to the hospital, and then they tried to get me to go there by having the fucking cops called and come and pick me up. That's why I do not respect the Portland police, at least not the ones that be working around here in the Portland, Oregon area where Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard is, next to the Moda Center and the convention center. They set it up that way. That's why when I told them motherfuckers that some bitches was harassing me, I didn't say it like that, of course. I said somebody threw poison on my baby, because it was some powdery stuff that had a burning sensation. It was probably just some voodoo shit to give the illusion of whatever I was experiencing. But that's what made me leave my phones on the stroller. And when I was going back in the house to go get the phone and say fuck it and get the stroller and then go to the hospital myself, that's when on my way back to the house, that's when the police rolled up behind me and this woman said, "And what? Somebody threw poison on your baby? And now I caught the cops on you to get you in more trouble than you can get out of. Bitch, do you guys know I want the fucking jug of fucking knife in that bitch throat?" That's why she don't take her ass around here no more. Where the fuck her bitch ass is now? I bet you she changed her appearance so she don't know how the fuck. so she don't think I know how she look. She don't want me to know how she look. Little funky ass hoe. And then this was in the middle. But y'all be careful of these people out here. That's why I'm saying their names and shit. Be careful. Because that nigga, he might be the nigga that go to jail. Shit, I ain't never dated him. I didn't even do anything sexual with him at all. He's a traitor. He wanted to get my son. I knew it. Fucking, ooh, I almost said something. Careful.